This is something
back
I was wanting to do for a long time.
We're back to Pokemon, but not what you think.
Mm-hmm.
This has been something I have wanted to do for a while, but just never had the time. What better time than on the anniversary of X and Y.
Nothing.
So what? God damn, these games are 8 years old. Oh, but anyways, is why this date in particular?
Oh, I'm sure you know why.
Alright, so if you read the title, I don't. This video was actually inspired by. This video was actually inspired by Jay's review Sonic video, Onyx Stories video.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about Pokemon stories.
Yeah, he's been wanting to do this for like a year now.
Yeah, I have. Well, I know. Also, I guess a spoiler warning or something
For like every Pokemon game.
For like the main
every
lines.
main series Pokemon game.
I'm only including mainline stuff here.
We're not talking about spin-offs.
So, anyways, wait, you actually care about story? Isn't Pokemon? And you're probably asking.
Answer?
Well, yeah, for the most part. Or now back then, back in the 90s, story was kind of took a backseat to the gameplay, and mainly due to hardware reasons. And so things were relatively simple.
Yeah, it was hard to convey a complex story even you had a very limited when your ability to show that off was very limited.
And that's why I think we said Team Rocket actually worked well for that context.
Mm-hmm.
They were simple. They didn't need a large an overarching end goal. They just did things because they could.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted money. Mm-hmm. So that's things got. But as Matt says, at the turn, as hardware got better, more advanced. And so did stories. So the stories. I will skip. I'll talk about. Now I get time to talk about what. I'll talk about Gen 3 later. But let's talk about the stuff that doesn't fucking work. Most important. Let's talk about the stuff that just doesn't work. I.e. Gen 4. Or mainly the Sinnoh games. I'm talking about the Sinnoh games. Games. Oh God, I've wanted to talk about this one. Boy, this may or may not have been because of recent playthroughs of the games. But oh God, I just want to hit my past self in the face already. For saying this shit was good. But oh God, what do I even? Well,
what? All right, let's talk about Team Galactic.
All right, yeah, these buttholes. You first meet pretty early on. On what do they try? So what's their overall goal?
Their goal is to.
Well, more specifically, Cyrus's goal.
And the reason he ordered, and the reason for what he tells his for what he tells his subordinates to do, is to
recreate the world.
Is to reset the world and create a world without spirit.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna ask, what the hell does
stealing honey,
taking
kidnapping someone's Clefairy,
holding the bike guy hostage because he had a Clefairy, taking a Pokedex, taking a fucking Pokedex, holding a guy I hostage. It's an energy plant.
Is there anything else?
And can anyone tell or fucking or just bothering in random or just bothering random places?
It's for no reason. Why did they bomb the Great Marsh?
Maybe it was to test the capability of the bombs.
I don't know.
Maybe
Why would they test it there?
Why? Yeah, what does that
Why
have?
wouldn't they just test it at the place they're trying to blow up?
What the hell does this have to do with anything? That's it just yeah.
How is honey going to help them capture the Lake Guardians? They're just assuming they like honey?
I don't know. Actually, if you talk to the grunts throughout some of the grunts throughout the game, and they straight up say they don't even know what's going on or what their grand plan is.
And what about Clefairy?
It's from space.
Then why don't you catch one in Mount Coronet? They're not.
They're right next to the. They are right next to the city, and you're also the fact that they're building. They just have buildings throughout the region.
I'm sure you have some kind of device that can help you catch wild Pokemon easily.
Don't even get me fucking started on Cyrus. I can't believe I thought he was. I can't believe I thought he was cool. Oh, Cyrus, he never shuts up.
He's probably one of the most annoying Pokemon villains ever.
Okay, yeah. What's his past?
Okay.
Well, for one, that's not even in the original games.
There's gotta be something really fucked up going on in his past for him and to want to basically
commit genocide.
Genocide.
His parents rejected him.
And because he didn't live up to their expectations.
Despite being really smart, apparently.
They were upset that he did. I don't know. They didn't really elaborate on that.
He was more interested in machines. His parents apparently didn't like that. Also, this is all told to you in the post game.
Aimed by his grandpa.
Oh no! In a random house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. And well, what happened? And well, how is Cyrus resolved?
He's not.
Well, in Diamond and Pearl, he said as he'll just try again, and it fucks off.
Mm-hmm.
Off. In Platinum,
and he's just left in the distortion world.
Then you never hear from him again. And he just stays there. That's it. Jeez, I sure hope. Yeah, Team Galactic is not Team Galactic is not a good example to follow. Oh, I hope they never did this again, right?
Oh, they did.
If you
I understand Cyrus. I would understand. Maybe Cyrus would be an interesting character if they actually, elaborated on his past. Yeah, sure, getting rejected by your parents sucks, but I don't think it warrants it's genocide.
Yeah, extremism isn't the solution.
If anything, it paints Cyrus less as a complex character and more of a petty asshole.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So if you make a mistake, then do not correct it. That is a second mistake. Hello, Team Flare.
Lysander is basically Cyrus too.
Team Flare is just Team Galactic again, but fire.
And their actions make even less sense.
Let's see. You first meet them excavating fossils.
They're trying to steal fossils.
you, they they take over a Pokeball factory, eat up the price of Pokeballs. They're
trying to kidnap Obama Snow for some reason.
Because it could Mega Evolve. That's why.
Now what does this have to do with activating the ultimate weapon? Because apparently they had the legendary the whole time. It's not like they were trying to capture it.
That's another problem. I'm here.
You're with X and Y story? They don't explain where the fuck Team Flare got the legendary from.
It's barely part of the story.
It's just mentioned occasionally.
It's like once or twice.
And it's suddenly there.
Okay, and also, what's Lysander's fate? What is it?
It depends on the version.
Yeah.
Lysander fucking dies in Y, and it's implied that he lives forever trapped underground in X.
Yeah. Also, I mean, that's not the only problems with X and Y's story. It's just Team Flare. Who thought, come on, did we really need this many rivals? Did we need...
What is the purpose of Tierno?
Did we really need it? Did we really need 4?
What does Tierno do?
Okay. Your rivals contribute almost nothing, except for your neighbor. Usually they just fucking run when Team Flare's involved. Yeah, real nice friends, huh?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to stick together and shit, but no, don't help me at all. But let's, yeah. That's something, yeah, rivals is another problem. There.
Also, Tierno actually literally never helps out against Team Flare.
Yeah, that is a good point. Okay, Tierno should not exist. I know you just wanted to talk about Tierno.
Why does he exist?
Dancing.
Why though?
Dancing.
What does this have to do with the game?
Nothing.
Hey, there's no dancing mechanic.
There's no fucking.
This game doesn't even have contests.
You're in the wrong region, Tierno. Oh, you're in the wrong. Also, another thing about X and Y story is just AZ's inclusion, and the fact that this entire thing is suddenly forced up. His entire backstory is forced upon you in a matter of a minute. Out of 4 minutes.
In a matter of a 4-minute unskippable cutscene in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah. Also,
come on, there had to have been a more elegant way of handling that.
It's very clear this was a last minute. This whole thing about a 3,000-year war was, was last minute. Also, not to mention, can I just talk about why does Team Flare need 5 I've admins?
Like literally, they have no character. Or they're some of the most forgettable characters.
Or they nearly
06, the only one that stands out because of his role in the post-game story.
And also, he's the only one that Lysander even interacts with.
Yeah.
Before you meet him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Out of all of the. Can't even mention how much of a fucking hypocrite Lysander is.
And I guess technically Malva, but she's not really.
You don't even.
She doesn't even really do anything in related to Team Flare in the game.
And that's.
And her connection to them is purely it's subtext.
That's it. I could go on about Gen 6's fucking story
why it's such a disaster.
But not as much. It had potential.
They could have done it right.
But I don't think there was really any saving.
Generation 7.
What the things could have. Okay, yeah, sure. Sure, it was their first time. I'm probably spent a lot of that on modeling.
And fine, I guess it makes sense that the game itself does that they didn't have a lot of time to work on the actual game, but they had no excuse the next time around.
Oh, wait, they had only like they only had about 2 years.
Here's to make the game.
Oh, fuck me.
And because they had to get a new generation out for the anniversary.
Ian, what are we left with? What are we?
Just complete and utter embarrassment.
What?
And stupidity.
Stupidity. Oh. Still haven't figured out the rival problem, have we?
Nope.
Oh, sure, we cut back on them, but... oh, sure, we cut back on the rivals this time, but...
No,
what are you left with?
We're still juggling around 3 main characters.
Wait, do you count as a main character?
Who? Gladio?
The player.
Oh, I don't know.
Does the player even count as a main character in this game?
We're still juggling around 3 NPCs. He's in the form of a friend group of sorts.
Yeah, I guess.
And not to mention, this time there's 2 antagonistic teams.
God damn, you didn't... Nope, they didn't learn a thing. Team Skull was played for laughs. That's it.
Yeah.
That would be fine. And if we just had a joke team, that would be fine. But no!
We had to have a twist villain, because that's a thing that they've been doing since Gen 5. They saw that people thought it was cool in Gen 5, and so they did it in every subsequent generation.
Yeah, I forgot to mention they tried to play Lysander off as a twist villain.
And even though it was so painfully obvious that he was
Literally
connected to Team Flare.
There's a Team Flare grunt standing outside of his building, outside of his cafe.
Hey, he has the same color scheme as them, and down to the bright orange hair, and
also you see Team Flare using the Holocaster.
And he has talks in a very ominous tone.
Literally, the second cutscene you meet him, he has that ominous theme playing.
Who are they fooling? Like 5-year-olds?
Yeah, apparently. No, they got it. I swear they keep fucking up twist villains too. Yeah, no, yep. Oh, look, it's... hey, look, totally haven't seen a character like this before.
And then Lusamine is literally just Lysander 2.0, who is literally just Cyrus 2.0.
Sprinkle in a bit of Getsus in there while you're at it. And it would be,
it's like they tried to combine
Getsus. The abusive parent.
It's like they tried to combine Getsus and Lysander.
Only one problem. As she fails to be Getsus. They come up with a stupid...
Because they try to come up with a stupid plot point to make her sympathetic.
Which...
Did we really need the plot point that the antagonist was... Oh, no, she's actually a good person. She's just infected by a space parasite mind control.
Oh, what the Why? Why?
Was that necessary?
Also, don't even get... Yeah, I think I've mentioned this, but... Oh, God, what is wrong with Lily? What is this character?
I don't know.
What is this? She does absolutely nothing throughout the entire game.
She just follows you around.
Oh,
So she's like, "Oh, can I visit the Island Guardian?"
Yeah, can I? And I think I like you, but I'm not gonna say it more than once.
Like you can count, like there's several times in the game.
4 times.
So you have this awkward tension with Lily.
No.
What are they trying to do?
This is a Pokemon game, and this is not a fucking dating sim. And
this is dumb.
Also, don't even be started on the legendary situation. Every cutscene
where Lily says that
talks about how, hey, we're basically like family. You want to go with me? I know that you do.
No, I think you should go with the player.
Or because they're a trainer. Or you want to battle, right?
Even though Legendary even though Nebby has literally never shown any interest in battling, and then Lily regrets her decision even immediately after you capture the Legendary. Like, why did I do that? Okay, please take care of Nebby.
Why?
I'm gonna miss them very much.
Why did you do it then?
Why did you? No. This is the laziest way to give the player a Legendary ever. I mean, they give you one in the post game. You could have just settled for that.
Also, don't forget, she just suddenly leaves and never comes back because of something that doesn't even make sense.
Like,
yeah,
what?
Bill's totally gonna help you. He fucked up his first experiment and like that. Chances are that machine doesn't even work anymore.
Or given the fact that it's probably been
20 years.
Been like
it has been.
That item to be like 20. That Sun and Moon takes place like 20 years after the Kanto games.
And then also, Bill fucked it up himself and had to have someone else fix it.
Ignore the fact that it implies that Red and Blue are 31 years old in this game.
But anyway, that's not relevant. But no, really, what the fuck?
And also the stupid Kanto references.
It's almost detrimental of the game's identity.
Like, they bring up Kanto so often in the dialogue.
Hey, look, it's Nugget Bridge.
Hey, did you know that Kanto has a cave made by Diglett?
Hey, did you know that Kukui went to Kanto and apparently got his ass kicked?
Oh, player character. You're from Kanto, right?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Hey, check out these new forms of Kanto Pokemon.
Actually, I don't really think they do that.
No, they don't do that.
But it's.
Hey, look, it's Professor Oak, but not Professor Oak.
It's Professor Oak's Alolan form. Who doesn't really do anything.
He just shows up. But you could interact, and you could talk to him and show him Alolan form.
I'm gonna fucking. So yeah, what about Hal? What about him?
He's a complete static character.
Let's see. Yep, he's your friend, and he fights you a bunch of fucking times. He stands there during a fucking kidnapping and do something. Do something, sir.
He just stands there freaking out.
Oh, come on.
The corner.
Come on, they're just skull grunts.
Hanzo, why are you scared of Team Skull?
Oh, no one is.
No one is scared of them.
Then he just fucks off for the rest of the story. He's saying he's gonna go get stronger. Or be more serious.
It's until you fight him in the league.
Honestly, I'm not. Yeah, and no, he doesn't really change either. When you reach that point.
He just says he's gotten stronger, but he acts exactly the same.
And then there's Gladion. The game refers to him
as your rival. Even though you fight him twice.
Three times.
3 times.
Yeah, the first time is because I don't know.
Because Team Skull wants you to fight him. Second time, he's just mad at you for no reason.
Literally says, I don't know why I got into such a meaningless battle. And then he fucks off too. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be leaving at this time. This is your family. And you just leave. Also, where did you get that flute from?
Yeah.
Where did you why was that there? Or where did that come from?
Yeah, after the Aether Paradise stuff, Gladion fucks off.
He fucks off. And then at the league.
Okay, Lily, this is your problem.
Let the special one handle.
Let the chosen one guide you.
Oh yeah, when you reach each Mount Lanakila, he suddenly shows up and says, "Thank you for helping me."
Helping you? You didn't contribute anything.
Thanks for helping my family. You didn't do anything.
Hey, all you did was help the Aether Paradise.
That's it.
A little bit.
That's it. That's it. That's all he does.
The player does most of the work.
Or that's all he does. Oh god, I didn't even talk about the Ultra stuff. And how they've shoehorned in Necrozma. And all of that. Necrozma is just is basically just a Curum with no build-up.
Yeah.
When you encounter it in the first, in the originals, it's just in the wild. And just it says you caught something reminiscent that looks like an Ultra Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Beast, and then it's name dropped. It's name dropped throughout the story in Ultra.
That's usually referred to as the blinding one.
And only halfway through, its name is then stated. It literally comes out of nowhere.
No, like there's no build up to it just showing up. Like you're at the altar, and then the Necrozma's there suddenly.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. It fuses. You fight it. It leaves.
You fight it again, but this time it's overpowered.
Oh wait a minute. What do we do now? The legendary's gone.
Oh, I know. Let's pull out the legendary Pokemon we had the whole time.
What? What the actual fuck? Why? You had this the whole time.
And you didn't use it or do anything with it.
You had this the whole time, and you did nothing with it. You know, I think we brought up, that would be like if in Black and White 2, instead of N showing up to help you on the climax, he was like suddenly following you the whole game. Mm-hmm. He was secretly following you the whole time.
I mean, did nothing to stop up anything that was going on.
Yeah, that's what this asshole feels like. It's.
He's like, oh, I had this legendary I could have used to stop them earlier, the whole time, but I decided not to for some reason.
Or I waited until you were about to die.
I had to get involved.
Yeah. That's what
realize how stupid that would be.
But yeah, they didn't do that because
that would be ridiculous.
Listen, there'd be that was like kills all tension. It just
it's just stupid.
And then there's fan service. Is the story. Fan service. It's the post game.
Didn't even talk about Team Rainbow Rocket.
This is literally just fan service for the sake of fan service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I put one down here.
It's yeah.
I won't do it again. It was too high. I know. I just got one on a tray.
Grandma, please.
Grandma, we're doing a video.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Don't even get me started on Team Rainbow Rocket.
No.
Go upstairs. We're doing a video. We don't have to yell at each other from
Oh.
Then go up there.
We're doing a video. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Team Rainbow Rocket is just a stupid fan service. It's that messes up, that fucks up a character.
Mm.
Let's see. How do you go from world domination and to and to world domination? Not just
multiversal domination using aliens. And also enslaving Lucamine for some reason.
Yeah. And what? Why? Oh, and how is his plot resolved?
It's not.
What new world shall I unleash my evil schemes upon next?
It's implied. I think he's the same Geo that he went on ahead to the real world or terrorize it in Pokemon Go.
I think. I don't know. I think that's it.
Mm.
Also, that line is just, they just completely ruined Giovanni's character. He talks like a fucking mustache twirling villain.
Villain who's just evil for evil's sake.
Also gets us even comments about how it would be easier to manipulate him since he's pure evil. I'm not making that up. I've been just I don't know, I could fucking go on about Gen 7 and story. But oh yeah, I have.
Also, the fact that they completely changed Lucimine's character.
Or suddenly,
She is not under alien and under the control of the
they try and make it.
Instead, she's just overprotective and paranoid in this game.
She thinks she's doing the right thing, but isn't. But going about it the wrong way. Yeah, sure. Or I don't. I don't even. Look, if you want more or of my Alola ranting, and watch my review if you want. If you even have that amount of time.
That's long.
9.5 hours to be exact. Anyways, you want to hear us talk about something new? Talk about a different, a new story?
Well, Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Come on. Third time's the charm, right?
No, not really.
Almost.
They almost add something here.
Okay, they cut back on they added 3 rivals.
This time, even though Marnie has no reason to exist.
So, alright, yeah, at first it seems to be going pretty well. But it's pretty good. You have a clear, you have rivals with clear motivations and some reasons to fight you. Oh wait, one of them just gets. Oh wait, B just gets thrown onto the side until the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Marnie. Oh wait, what does Marnie do again?
Nothing really. She lets you into Spike Myth.
That's it. That's. You know, it's really funny when it's really funny that Piers has more development than her.
Yeah.
It's really funny. And does more.
Piers does more than Marnie does.
But anyways, that's not. Thankfully, Hop is not just a Howl clone, on at least.
He actually has some character development, and gets more confident and over the course of the story. It even goes through a bit of a depressive episode. After losing to Bede.
Okay, this is what things we were missing.
And then he has as a revelation that maybe he wants to do his own thing instead of just as blindly trying to be like his brother or in the post game.
Oh wow, is that actually
an actually interesting character? That's super rare nowadays.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have Bede.
Bede's also pretty neat.
He works for Rose. And well, gets in. He's the jerk rival we've been looking for. For the past, I don't even know how long.
He thinks he's superior to you because.
Also, dude, you checked your dude. That's your Dynamax band, not your watch. That's just. Yeah, and then all right. So far, so good. Oh, never mind. And we don't. Never mind. We don't need him anymore, or throw him away. Right.
Hmm.
Throw him away. We don't need to focus on him now.
At least he's actually he noticeably changed and he comes back.
At least him showing up is a surprise. No, I can't say anything about Marnie.
There's not really anything to say about her.
Yeah. That was more interesting. They're just normal people they're just mild inconveniences. As aren't really just don't try to do anything. And they just take their support a little too seriously.
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good. That's a step in the right direction. Where did this go wrong?
Oh, right. Random twist villain at the very end.
And oh fuck. God.
Surprise, surprise! Rose is evil, even though everyone saw it coming because of in pre-release.
So okay.
So the game still treats it like it's a surprise.
Yeah. All right. So like after you go after the semifinals, you wait. Why am I doing this right now?
You get the game has to interrupt you before the champion fight.
Before the finals.
Before the finals, also do the climax of the game. You could have done this before the finals. Those are right after them.
That was.
You could have done this before.
Yeah, you gotta raid Rose Tower, and run around the city.
And then this is more of a gameplay. This whole thing's more of a gameplay gripe than it is a story thing.
And then you have to watch a still
image cutscenes. Again, not really. Doesn't really have to do with the writing.
Wait, we learn Rose's plan. What Rose wants. It's implied that what Rose wants.
He wants to bring about the darkest day so he can harness this eternity. Is limitless power or as a source of energy for the Galar region.
In 1,000 years, it'll go under an energy crisis. Yeah. Why? And then right before the champion, you're fucking stopped.
Again, and now you have to
go find. I'm the artifact. I have to stop up to beat up Rose. Then you want.
That's Leon tried to catch Eternus in a fucking Pokeball.
Oh, you fucking potato. Then you gotta fight it yourself. Oh, there we go.
Okay, this seems pretty cool, actually, but...
Really? Why did this have... Also Macrocosmo?
The way things were set up in the earlier games seemed pretty promising, but it was kind of... But the end game was kind of jank and awkwardly thrown together.
No, we gotta have an epic climax with a legendary. You just can't wait. Wait for later. Or we gotta have a legendary climax.
It's so annoying.
It's
just not doing that.
At the point where it just hurts the damn story. But yeah, overall, Sword and Shield story was a step in the right direction. But also
they still held on to some really weird ideas.
Yeah, that's the modern era. That's what the modern era has brought us.
Now let's talk about the two generations that actually did Pokemon stories. He's right, not perfectly, but they're notably better than the others. At least in our opinions.
I guess I can start with Gen 3. If you actually think about it.
To know the context behind it,
and what's actually going on. That's actually eco-terrorism.
Yeah.
That's but it's not just as we want more water or shit. It's a little deeper than that. I think Team Magma wants more land to benefit people.
Well, Team Aqua wants more water to benefit Pokemon.
But they don't act as if what they're doing is wrong.
Because they very clearly believe that they're in the right here. They're doing the right thing.
I mean, they're clearly well intentioned, but just have the wrong approach.
But you don't really understand the consequences of their actions.
Ultimately see the error of their ways.
Yeah, and and when they finally do accomplish what they're trying to do, they realize that they fucked up.
This was a bad idea.
Yeah, this is gonna ruin the world.
And then they realize, yeah, maybe that was a bad idea.
And they put aside their differences.
Yeah, sure, it's not
It's not perfect, but it's a lot better structured. It has a more satisfying payoff than a lot of modern stories.
Yeah, who'd have thought an environmental message, a story about having with an environmental message, it would actually be better than most of the main series. But I mean, not bad for your first attempt.
After a serious
structure.
After a serious epics type story.
Yeah, but then we entered the end of the DS era.
With Pokemon on Black, White, Black 2, and White 2.
Black and White, Generation 5 actually tried.
Black and White on their own are generally regarded as having some of, if not the one of the best stories in any Pokemon.
Okay, sure, multiple rivals, that might be a problem.
But at least Sharon and Bianca and Ann are all interesting in their own way.
Is in help. Yeah, the two you fight more. The two you mainly run into or your longtime friends.
They have distinct and contrasting personalities with each other.
And different. Sharon's motivation is to just be the champion.
And Bianca wants to explore the world.
And find and her own thing and to do.
Her own purpose in life.
But then Sharon's motive gets questioned. And with what does it mean to be the strongest? What do you do when you reach it?
Where do you go from there?
They're ultimately deciding.
Ultimately, by Black 2 and White 2 deciding to become a teacher and help other people all figure out what they want to do in this world.
Alden Bianca ultimately becomes a researcher for the professor.
To travel the world and learn more about it.
That's actually wow.
It's really cool how that pays off in Black 2 and White 2.
I guess it's mainly the fact that we even got sequels.
That really flesh these characters out so well.
I haven't even talked about N.
And oh my God, N.
And the one with the fastest text by default. Comes off as strange, but
you know.
And then wait, he's with Team Plasma. That's actually a twist.
And suspiciously, it seems like he doesn't really understand a lot of the stuff Team Plasma's doing. And then later in the game, we find out that N himself has just been a puppet to Getsus the whole time.
Also, you fight him with a legendary. Ed is one of the few characters in the main series to have a legendary on his team.
Yeah, you have a fucking legendary duel at the game's climax.
Excellent. Also, Ed beats the champion.
In creating a sense of, intimidation.
And then just, like, the entire climax there. You make it through the Elite Four.
And then you find out that N already beat the champion that's on the path to conquering the universe.
And then suddenly, out of nowhere, a giant castle shows up and
up out of the ground
and surrounds the league.
Okay, that part's a little silly, but
then the fucking N's Castle Bridge, it starts playing, and with that, and giving you that sense of hope. That it's not too late.
And the entire sequence of N's castle
Or you even learn a bit about who he was, who he is.
And you get some dialogue from Getsus and the Shadow Triad.
Getsus is kind of indirectly said as what they really want before you face N.
And then after you beat N, Getsus has a fucking breakdown and
goes off on N and calling him a failure or a disgrace.
Hey, so it's up to the player to defend and N.
Also, he says your name right before you fight Getsus.
It's basically asking for your help.
And then suddenly he has that realization.
How you work together with your Pokemon as a team.
He fought you to. He became conflicted with his idea.
After understanding that the nature of the relationship between humans and Pokemon, isn't so black and white.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, he fought you to understand for validation, and to see if it was right. Then he just leaves.
In the end, he says goodbye to you, and flies off with his dragon, and to try to learn more about how this world.
That's not where it ends, but that's not
on his own, without Getsus stringing him along the whole time.
I know Getsus gets a lot of flack for suddenly showing, repeating he was also the first twist villain, but he's completely unhinged.
No, that's what's so great about him. He's unapologetically evil.
Yeah, and then we have a Black and White 2 story, where Team Plasma becomes full-on terrorists.
It's after all the people who sided with N and his message as your peace and respect towards Pokemon left the original group, and the people who sided with Gettus and his goal of world domination and in destruction and stayed with him and formed the new Team Plasma.
Then there's also, hey, look, we cut back on rivals here.
Here with only one.
Honestly,
admittedly, he's a little silly.
Admittedly, but but he's not incompetent. Hugh's not incompetent.
He comes off as, he knows what he's doing.
He has a clear goal in mind.
And he teams up with you throughout the story.
And actually helps you
do stuff. Like it really feels like you're working together with him.
He's there he's even there until right before you face Ace Getsus. Listen, well, by Victory Road, he thanks you for helping him get Purloin back.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't need to be a jerk to be a good rival.
He was a respectable guy that just wants some competition, and he's an interesting character on his own.
And then and like the whole climax with the giant chasm, Kyurem just shows up and gets this nearly attempts to kill you.
Until N shows up just in time. I'm having found out about how the attack on Opal was.
Didn't mention they fucking froze a city.
Which caused him to come to the Unova region as fast as possible.
That was all part of the plan.
It turns out Getsus had planned to attract N with that scene. And so he could have Kyurem absorb his dragon and then transform into a more powerful version of itself.
But beating Kyurem Getsus is pissed off.
Off again, and
it says he will not lose a second time. I'm beaten by an unknown trainer not once but twice.
And this time, after you beat him,
doesn't understand, and tries to show
him kindness,
but then he rejects it, and then just.
Start shouting at him.
Shut your mouth!
Until he gets dragged away, and never to be seen again.
And as the shadows tell you,
that Getsus has literally gone insane.
He literally can't do anything.
And because he's in such an unstable condition.
and then and I didn't even talk about. And there's even in the post game stuff with Ed. And where you head to the remains of his castle, fight him and the dragon, and then well,
Let me entrust you with the care of the dragon.
and it even has a it says, look, I know you don't wanna leave me, but it's for the better. I'll miss you too. Oh, go with the player. Jeez, I wonder who they tried.
Tried to copy. It was
It-
Lily.
Except they understand. It knows what's best for Pokemon. On
It's about context.
that's the thing.
And understands that his dragon and enjoys battling. And would be better off with a trainer that or who's, you know, a strong battler.
Yeah. I didn't even fucking mention Chorus.
Chorus is a legend.
He's kind of like a pseudo rival. On a way.
And a sort of ambivalent character
He shows up.
who both helps you and Team Plasma.
Yeah, he helps you get through. He clears the path on Route 4.
Or then again in Seaside Cave.
uh,
But it turns out he's actually working with Team Plasma, and he's the guy who devised the device to freeze Ovalucid.
Also, he told you. He tells you where if you want to look for Team Plasma at the World Tournament.
Yeah, turns out he's working for Team Plasma, but just so that Getsus covers his research funds.
And he just says, "So be it." And if Pokemon get hurt, so be it. If the entire world freezes, so be it. Just to further my research.
Chorus is also insane in a different way. And that's, again, what's so great about him.
I'm suffering, but I'm alive.
Oh yeah, also Zinzalin's really weird.
This
Basically, Team Plasma's just completely insane in this game.
That's it. Honestly, this is unfortunately Black and White 2 was the last time we saw a story with competence.
Yeah.
And
Gen 8 showed a bit of promise. So, you know, I'm somewhat hopeful for the future.
or whatever Legends ends up.
Whatever
doing.
Legends, the later generation 9, 10, 11, and so on have to.
So, do anyone want to hear some suggestions of how to actually get things right?
Sure. All right.
One,
Stop it with the dumb twist, villain.
stop.
You don't need a plot twist. You just need a competent narrative.
Two,
And 2, don't include more characters than you know what to do with. Only include the ones that are necessary to further the story.
seriously, 4 rivals.
Time to develop.
Seriously, 4 fucking rivals. Well, that's too many.
4 rivals at X and Y was too many. And How and Gladion feel underdeveloped, and Marnie just doesn't need to exist.
It's just only have 1 rival. Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's that is. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on how to make something competent, and also just have it structured well. Oh, don't shove in something that doesn't need to be there.
You need to have a steady stream of information at an important event.
And to not just have the climax suddenly come out out of nowhere.
After a period of nothing. Like after Sirchester, the main story goes completely quiet. It was only a footnote of Leon beating up some Dynamax Pokemon. Until you have all of your badges, start taking on the league.
Yeah, no.
You go an entire 2 badge period and then some without anything substantial happening.
Yeah.
reading it. It just feels awkward.
Right, and seriously, have a team that's actually interesting, and it isn't just ridiculous.
It's fine if you want the villains to be comic relief. We don't need the story to always be a grand epic. We just need the characters or the narrative to feel likable and satisfying.
Also, less jerking off the player. It would be
God, I hated that in Gen 7.
At least Generation 8 tried not to do that.
Or at the very least toned it down a bit.
Yeah, please. That's also been getting bad. Recently. Really, I don't. I'm not a professional. We're not professional writers.
Or even professional critics. We just like to talk about stuff.
Oh, fine.
And Noah just has some very strong opinions.
And this series matters to me.
If that wasn't evident by how often he replays Pokemon games monthly.
Oh, jeez, help me.
He does it like at least several he does like several playthroughs within the span of a month.
Anyways, leave a comment if you want to see more videos like these.
I don't know what other topics we could tackle, but
I feel like it would be fun.
It's
Just spitball ideas and my thoughts.
It's just nice to talk about stuff.
I literally came into this with no a list or anything.
Do you have anything else to discuss here?
I just hope stories can improve in the future.
And maybe we could get something at least of quality of Gen 3.
You're 5. At least Gen 3.
Of at least Gen 3 quality.
Someone have to comment?
Yeah, you think they're the punks, but you... Okay, I didn't see that.
Anyway.
I apologize for that.
But anyways, I think...
Top chat.
Oh,
Oh, wow, you've been... Damn. Okay, I didn't even notice you constantly,
been commenting.
Obligatory alien tree message it. It's a bad story stream here. So this time it's different because it's not your bad stories. Wait, you've left comments on our previous one? I didn't even know that.
Okay.
Feed would have maybe been the best if he hadn't left in the middle of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Sun and Moon / Sword and Shield villains. You think they're the punks, but they're actually the guys you trust. Yeah, or trust with Rose's dubious. This looks like, yeah, at least Team Yell knows what they want.
At least they know what they want.
Oh, they're not transparent about it.
Anyways, I think we've been talking for nearly an hour now. I'm Nosrin.
And I'm Amory. Bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video. Yeet!